thoughtful and fresh take on a variety of issues that impact the local business environment. This is where we address the business topics that matter. Here's your host, Anita Khan.
Good morning. It's 29 minutes until 8 o'clock. Welcome to another Business Buzz. Good morning to our listeners and, of course, our viewers on YouTube. Two segments today on the Business Buzz. In the first segment, the spotlight will be on First Baptist Christian School as we learn more about the school. On the second segment, at about 8:15 this morning, we'll hear from L&L Landscaping and Maintenance Limited and Errand Runner. And, of course, today is Taco Tuesday. What that means? That means every Tuesday, right here on the Business Buzz, we give away a gift certificate to Tucker Restaurant and Bar every Tuesday morning. Now, who doesn't love 2-for-1 tacos and margaritas? All you have to do is listen to the trivia and be the lucky caller with the correct answer when we pick our winner right after the, let's say, 8:15 this morning. Susan, good morning, Susan. How did I forget Susan this morning? She's a producer of the Business Buzz. One winner will receive a gift certificate to Taco Restaurant. This can be used at either location in East End or West Bay any day, not just on Taco Tuesdays. Now, you do not want to miss out on the 2-for-1 taco and margarita special on all day at both Taco Restaurants. Featured today, specialty tacos like peanut chicken, blackened fish, pulled pork, vegetarian, and of course there's your coconut shrimp. So we're going to give you the trivia question right now. Barbados is thought to have been named after which Portuguese word? And I'll repeat that. Barbados is thought to have been named after which Portuguese word? I'm going to give you a hint. I'm not going to give you it right now because I want you to keep listening. I'll give you the hint about, say, on our next break, Sue. Yes, on our next break, we'll give you the correct answer. But in the meantime, let's turn our focus to our guests in the studio. We have three wonderful ladies in the studio. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
And I believe they're referred to as angels. They're the First Baptist Angels. Good morning again. And I'd like you to introduce yourselves. We'll start with the young lady next to me. Good morning.
Good morning. My name is Tessa Saku.
Good morning, Tessa.
I'm the Director of Student Life, the Literacy Coordinator, and the Grade 4 Literacy Teacher at First Baptist.
Welcome to the Business Buzz.
Thank you.
And next to you we have...
Good morning. My name is Marsha Siratan, and I'm the Vice Principal at First Baptist School. And I also do a lot of the data and just support those who need me in the school.
Okay, good morning. And we have...
Good morning. My name's Janet Dirksen. I'm the principal at First Baptist Christian School.
Welcome to the Business Buzz. And folks might be saying, what does the Business Buzz have to do with school? Well, school is a business, right? A non-profit.
Absolutely.
You are
yes,
non-profit.
A non-profit, yes.
Now, I know First Baptist School has been around Christian School has been around for a while. And you do have a preschool.
Yes.
So we want to hear just how this all got started and the mission of the school.
Sure. Well, actually, our school began back in 1992 when First Baptist Church acquired a preschool, which they named We Care, and
right.
has a great reputation in the community. We Care celebrated its 30th anniversary this past year, so actually it's now a part of First Baptist Christian School, and the school portion from kindergarten up through currently now 8th grade was built in its facilities in 1997, so we just celebrated our 25th anniversary.
In the building.
In the building, yeah. In the building.
Okay,
Yeah.
Now share with us the curriculum that the school follows.
Sure, I'm going to turn over to Marsha.
Yeah, well, we follow a U.S. curriculum and specifically the Virginia State Standards, which is in the top 10 states in the U.S. We also, we are aware that 63% of our students are Caymanian, so we do the Cayman Social Studies curriculum as well, so our students know about the culture and can appreciate, what Cayman has to offer. We also have a STEM curriculum that's integrated implicitly and explicitly. So when I say explicitly, we do like STEM clubs, we have STEM parent nights, and we have our own science fair. And since 2016, our kids have come first in some category in the Rotary Science Fair. So we hope this year we can keep that going. And implicitly, we integrate it in our science curriculum, in our technology subjects. And we've done some integration in our literacy. And I'm going to ask our head of literacy to give some examples of how she's actually done that.
Sure.
And Marcia just passed the buck.
Right. Thanks,
That's what
Marcia.
vice principals do, right? No.
I think it's amazing how we can just integrate so many different cross-curricular activities into literacy. For example, reading novels. The last novel that we did in grade 4 was called Thirst, and it was all about identifying the water crisis in certain countries and seeing how we could help and just raising that awareness. It was set in India, so to link that science factor, that STEM factor with it, I had our lunch lady teach our kids how to make roti. So the kids learned all about the measurements and just how to knead and roll that bread, and we had enjoyed chai tea. Other novels, we've also created crystals to link with the novels. They're learning how to make candy in the next few weeks as we finish another novel. So it's just amazing I think that's what really brings literacy alive and brings novels alive, is just finding those real world connections and bringing it alive to the students.
Yeah.
Have your students ever gone on a tour to the Water Authority, Cayman?
We did actually,
Okay.
not this year, but we have in the past, yeah.
Did they enjoy that?
They loved it.
Okay.
Yeah. And I just want to just finish up on some of the curriculum as well. We also offer, the usual that most schools do offer, like physical education, Spanish, art, technology. Through our technology, we do the robotics and coding. And then we have the non-academic parts of the curriculum, which delves into the sports, clubs, and stuff like that, which Ms. Suku is also in charge of. So I'm passing it again to her.
Thanks again. This year we actually have the largest amount of after-school clubs that we've ever had, ranging from sports, from volleyball, football, track and field, to chess club. We have book clubs. We have a cooking club this year as well. So it's been a lot of fun just trying to really reach out and grab all those different learners and get them involved in our school.
And the cooking club, do you have boys as well?
No. Not yet.
Not yet.
It's an early club. It's just started in the third quarter, so we're hoping to bring some of them in.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, how many students do you have in the school overall?
Yeah, overall we have about 215 students. So 46 of those are in our preschool, and then about 160 some odd students are in our elementary and middle school.
Whenever I come back to school, I love to look at the kids in the week. Well, I'm accustomed to calling it weekend.
Yes, absolutely.
They'll be out in the little stuff. What do you call them? The little cars and
Cars,
stuff
yep.
in the lobby area. They look so cute, and they're always waving at me. Now, walk us through so you did mention some of the various classes that you offer. The age group, you go to year 8. What year? How old is that? It's been a while for me.
Grade 8.
Yeah,
Grade
grade 8, I think that's age 14.
Yeah.
14.
Yeah.
So
we're American-based curriculum. Right. Yeah. So
hopefully we'll go to high school sometime.
That's our hope and prayer.
That's right. Now, in addition to you have in addition to academics, you have, like you just mentioned, you have your physical activity for students. How important is that apart from the academics? I'm going to throw that to
Throwing that to
Tessa.
me. Oh, it's so amazing because we don't want to just focus on academics. While academics is really important, we want to be able to reach different types of learners across the board. So by offering music, we offer art clubs, we offer just a wide variety.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things that our parents actually wanted us to do. This is an answer to a lot of their what they've wanted and wanted to see that we've to offer in the past. So we heard that and we answered it.
Yeah. And, research has shown that, physical activity improves in memory and cognition. So it's important that as a school we provide that. So we've actually added some more playtime to our lower grades, like K to grade 2s, so that they have, more of that movement in. And then we've done a couple of very specific things throughout the year that address that physical movement that Miss Suku is so versed at talking about. So she can give you some examples of how we do that.
This year, we actually tried to incorporate more intramural games and activities. So there was no pressure from students to enter. There was no pressure for them to have to get to a certain point. But if they were interested in that activity, then they could join. So we had, during the World Cup, we had intramural football where students across all grades could participate and compete and just raise that camaraderie and togetherness. We're going to be working on putting on an intramural spelling bee as well. And yeah, it's just...
And then we had a wellness week. And the physical education department usually leads that so that the kids can just, be active throughout and just be healthy and enjoy learning.
That was a real highlight. Sorry to say, because we brought in a Zumba instructor, so the kids just really enjoyed that. We also, one of our supportive parents put together a Ninja Warrior course.
Right, I was just going to say that.
Yeah, okay,
no, that was fun.
Yeah.
And that's the great thing. By doing more intramural sports and more activities and focusing more on wellness on a whole, we've been able to bridge the gap even more with parents.
Okay, I'm just sitting here listening. Oh, I wish I was back at school. What is a classroom space like generally?
Sure. Yeah. So in our facilities, we have a full-size gym. We have a field. We have 3 play areas. We've just been able to purchase new playground equipment for 2 of those areas. And then the classrooms are generally they're large-size classrooms. They accommodate about 22 students in each room. Of course, in the preschool, we maintain the ratios that were given by government.
Okay. Now, can you share some information on the rest of your qualified team and experienced teachers?
For sure. Yeah, I never can say enough about our wonderful, wonderful staff. We love what we do, and they love their students, and they work hard. They're very... they build really strong relationships with their students. We know that that's foundational for having a good learning culture in a classroom. We have a really fantastic school culture, a positive school environment. You hear sometimes about a toxic work environment. That's totally not us. We value each member of the community. We work collaboratively together, so staff members feel that they have a voice and can input into decision making. At the end of the day, someone still has to make those decisions, and generally, I'll even reach out to my team here and to help make those decisions, so it's not all authoritarian top down, but we really value each staff member. So our teachers come from about 9 different countries, so they're very diverse in terms of their backgrounds. So I actually made a note of some of those countries, but from US, from the UK, from St. Lucia, Jamaica, Bahamas, South Africa, Grenada, and of course Cayman Islands. We have quite a few of our staff from Cayman Islands, and I think we just really prioritize those good working relationships together with one another. We spur one another on, like, come see what I'm doing. I'm trying this new idea. I've seen great student engagement and response, and that's just been phenomenal.
Yeah.
And 63% of your students are Caymanians.
Yes. And I want to make a plug for a principal. She has created opportunities for us to collaborate and for us to share in the decision making, and that whole top down does not really exist. So it creates a culture where you're comfortable. She's easily accessible. It's an open door policy. So all those create a really positive working climate, and parents, I think they can see that. They can go to her as well when they need to, and those strong relationships really make us or define us as a school.
And as a vice principal, do you shadow her at points?
Sometimes I'm amazed at how well she deals with parents, talks to them, make them feel so comfortable. She's so good at this and calming compared to some of us here today. Yeah, no, she's been a really good example.
And she's a singer as well.
Oh, beautiful singer.
We talk like she's not in the room.
Yeah, she's a beautiful singer, very humble person, will not draw attention to herself. So that's why I took the opportunity to say thank you so much.
That's actually what drew me to First Baptist in the first place, is that family nature. Because working there, you don't feel like you're having to compete or having to one-up anyone. We actually operate as a family.
I like that.
Yeah.
Well, when we come back, we'll find out how we can register for First Baptist Christian School and, of course, preschool. But before we go to break, I want to say thank you to our sponsor this morning, Cayman Insurance Center. Also, Tucker Restaurant giveaway today, Taco Tuesday. You can't forget that. So shall we give you the hint? Let's see. The question is, Barbados is thought to have been named after which Portuguese word? And the hint is, this type of fig tree grows all over Barbados. That should be easy. We're going to take that break. When we come back, more conversation.
The Cayman Islands boasts of a long, colorful, and rich history. In tribute to our roots, Radio Cayman, the voice of the Cayman Islands, is pleased to bring you the Historical Vignette Series, brought to you by Rotary Central. For more than 110 years, Rotary members have used their passion, energy, and intelligence to take action on sustainable projects. The Cayman Islands, He hath founded it upon the seas.
Cayman's public library system started in Georgetown in 1920 when the government included an annual grant of £40 in the budget for the establishment of a subscription library. The library was located in a room above the old jail next to the old courthouse. At the end of 1937, plans were made for building a larger library at Georgetown to include reading and reference rooms. The new building was designed by Captain Ray O'Bodden and completed in 1939. The distinctive timbered ceilings was fashioned after a ship's hull turned upside down. The ends of the hammer beams are decorated with the shields of prominent British institutions of learning. The new library opened its doors to the public in 1940, and for a long time the main source of printed matter was the Ranfurly Library in England. Lady Ranfurly, wife of a colonial governor, started the project of collecting used books for shipment to British territories where books were in short supply. In 1980, the first trained librarian took over the running of the public library.
It's all about humanity.
It will be Saturday, March 4th, the 11th annual Rotary Central Health Check, the almost island-wide Rotary Health Screening. See us at Foster's Republic's West Bay, cost you less at Governor Square, West Bay Road, A.L. Thompson's Georgetown, Foster's at Countryside in Savannah, Bordentown, from 10 a.m. through 2 p.m. Take advantage of a free mini-medical, a physician's check on your blood pressure, your A1C, your cholesterol, your blood sugar, your healthy weight evaluation, and more. The 11th Annual Rotary Central Health Check in conjunction with the Health Services Authority. Saturday, March 4. Save this date that could save your life. Rotary, all the good you imagine.
Radio Cayman's Historical Vignettes was brought to you by Rotary Central. For more than 110 years, Rotary members have used their passion, energy, and intelligence to take action on sustainable projects.
I'm Michael Webster.
And I'm Denise Brown of Cayman Insurance Center.
Family is not the most important thing, it's everything.
And for 45 years, we have worked with the community and their families on protecting themselves for the future.
Whether it's providing top-rated life insurance
or protecting your family's household investment.
From our family to yours, we understand and we care.
I'm Denise Brown. Call me at 814-7229.
And I'm Michael Webster at 925-5433.
We are Cayman Insurance Center,
specializing in property, life, and other lines of insurance products and services at an affordable rate. We are Michael and
Denise at Cayman Insurance Center.
Call today.
Upgrade your summer travel plans with non-stop flights from Grand Cayman to Panama. Panama airfares now on sale from just $296 CI round trip. In less than 2 hours aboard Cayman Airways, you can be in a land where the Caribbean meets the Pacific, where you'll find modern cities, rainforests, and so much more. Book by March 4th to catch Panama airfares on sale. Other conditions apply. Call 949-2311. Contact your travel agent or visit CaymanAirways.com to book your Panama getaway today.
Business Buzz. Business Buzz. Anita Khan.
Welcome back to the Business Buzz. Good morning. If you're just joining us, we have in the studio from First Baptist Christian School and Preschool, Ms. Tessa Suku. She's the Director of Student, and along with the other titles. Also, Mrs. Marcia Siratan. She's the Vice Principal, and the Principal, Janet Dirksen.
Yes.
Hope I mess that up. Now, how can we register for to be admitted to the school?
Yeah, so the link to register is on our website. So when you go to our website, fbcs.edu.ky, you'll see the Apply Now button right first thing there. Mm-hmm. So it's all done online, and you can just upload your documents or email them into the school.
Okay. Now, Miss Janet, can I call you Miss Janet?
Of course.
I'm sure you get it all the time.
I get a little bit of everything, and that's fine.
What do the children call you?
Well, down in the preschool they'll call me Miss Janet.
Miss Janet.
And then at the upper end of the school they'll call me Miss Dirksen. Oh. Yeah.
So. All right, but I'll call you Miss Janet. Miss Janet, what do you think parents look for when they're choosing a school for their infant or even their older child?
Sure. Well, we actually asked this question of our parents in our parent survey, so I do have some of that actual real live data to be able to share, but I think number one is just that safe and nurturing environment where they know that their child is well cared for and looked after. They're looking for a strong foundation in early literacy and early numeracy skills, because we know that these generation of parents, they value academics as well as the safe and nurturing environment where their child has opportunities for social and emotional development. I think in terms of a preschool, they're looking for a play-based exploration type of hands-on learning for their child, and then just that school that will nurture the whole child as they move up through the various grades.
Okay, as a Christian school, First Baptist Christian School, your staff, do they have to be Christians to be employed at the school?
Yes, they sure do, actually. Thank you for asking that. Yes, so all of our staff are Christians, are actively attending churches and involved in their churches and serving God, not just in the school, but also in their homes and families and churches.
Okay. No, let me turn my attention again to Miss Tessa, because I know she has something she wants to say. Tessa, what do you want to say?
I think that what I want parents and just everyone in general to take away is that we're a Christ-centered school. Mm-hmm. And that was so important. Both of my children one has finished with First Baptist and has gone on to another school, and that my daughter is still attending First Baptist, but that was the main thing that I looked for in a school. Was just that family and Christ-centered focus.
Okay. How about you, Miss Marcia?
Well, my son also went to First Baptist for a while, but in my interactions with parents, they value that we are a Christian school because that impacts how we approach students, how we approach parents, how we approach discipline. And, one of the things we have been doing with discipline is using restorative justice, where what you've done, can you do something to redeem what was the mishap or what was the wrongdoing, so that you take responsibility for it and you do something about it, not just submit to punishment. And as well, I think our school creates that really safe, nurturing, strong relationships with students because we're so small. We're so accessible. Like my office is in the middle corridor with the entire upper primary. So I'm always seeing them. They pop in, and that building those kinds of relationships helps students feel a sense of belonging and that they're valued, that, they're seen. And parents have, that same kind of access to Ms. Dirksen and myself. And I think, that makes a strong school, having strong relationships. Because when you have strong relationships, the way you communicate, the way you address concerns, as well, it always goes in a positive direction because of the intent that you're coming to the table with.
Okay.
And sorry, can I just add to what Marcia was saying? Not only do we focus on the Christ-centered aspect, but we value the child on a whole. So we focus on the academics and wellness as well, wanting the complete well-being for a child.
Now, if I had a young child, this is where my child would be. Seriously. Where are you located, and how can persons get further details on?
Sure thing. Yeah, we're located at 920 Crew Road, across from the Lions Center, so not too far from the Hurley's Roundabout. And you can get in touch with us by calling 945-7906. That's to reach our school office, and they'd be happy to take you on a tour, show you our school. And, they really, again, they know our school well. They've been with us a number of years. They just really understand the strengths of the program. They're able to share that. And you can also find lots about us on our website or on social media. We have a Facebook and Instagram pages, and you can look us up there and see some of our events, some of the things that we're about, and how you can get involved.
Do you have a school choir? I know you
do.
Music.
Yes, okay. We do. Yes, okay. Yep. So we know the National Children's Festival of the Arts is coming up, so our school choir will be participating there. Yeah.
Oh, well, good luck.
And thank you very much. Yeah, appreciate it.
Well, we're almost out of time, but before I let you go, because I know you have students who are waiting for you, Miss Tessa.
Yes, I do.
And school is, nobody's watching. No, I'm just kidding. I was going to say nobody's watching the kids right now. Because the vice principal and the principal are here. No, I'm just kidding. Miss Kathy is there. If she's listening,
absolutely.
Good morning, Miss Kathy. She's the school secretary,
yes,
right?
That's right, yeah.
Can you recap the main points about First Baptist before I let you go?
Sure. My main point was just that we're a Christ-centered school and a very family-oriented school, focused on academics and the complete well-being of the child.
Yeah, and we make an effort to build strong relationships with our parents, our students, our teachers, our non-teaching staff, and that makes a very positive climate for us to thrive in. And I think Mr. Dixon would just like to share what the OES.
Oh, sure. Yeah. So I just wanted to conclude with what the OES had written in our last inspection report. The school had a Christian and caring ethos where every member of the school community was valued and respected. Respectful and affirming relationships were evident among staff and students, and this successfully promoted a conducive environment for learning. As a consequence, students were learning in a climate characterized by mutual respect and care, and almost all students were developing attitudes of kindness, empathy, and tolerance.
Awesome. And on that note, I want to say thank you so much. And it's been a pleasure having all three of you, all three angels in the studio this morning. First Baptist Christian School and Preschool, represented by Miss Tessa Suku, Director of Student, Mrs. Marcia Seratan, Vice Principal, and of course the Principal, Ms. Janet Dirksen. And on that note, we're going to give that hint right now for Tucker giveaway. Barbados is thought to have been named after which Portuguese word? You must have found it by now because you had a very good hint. And the hint was this type of fig tree grows all over Barbados. You can call us on 1-800-534-8255, 949-8037 or 949-6990 if you know the correct answer. And you can call around 8:15 as we come right back into the second segment of the Business Buzz. In the meantime, it's time for time check, news, traffic, and weather report.
Thank you, Anita. And studio time now by Foster's is 7:59.
What you got for lunch?
I'm having a red lentil penne pasta with Go Veggie dairy-free cheese.
And what's in the bag?
Fresh bellies, dried roasted red pepper snacks.
All I have are cup noodles. Where do you get all this fancy stuff?
It's all from Foster's Camana Bay in the Foster's Fine section, aisle 8.
All this at Foster's?
Yep. With new specialty items each month, you can even visit fosters.ky/finds to discover something new.
Trade ya.
Foster's. Better selection because we care.
The voice of the Cayman Islands.
89.9 FM in Grand Cayman and 93.9 FM in Cayman Brac and Little Cayman.
Silver wings shining in the sunlight.
Radio Cayman. The 8 a.m. news is brought to you by ValueMed Pharmacy. Save time and order your prescription refills online at value-medpharmacy.com. VALU-medpharmacy.com.
For today's biggest news.
Radio Cayman, the voice of the Cayman Island.
Honoring Women Month begins March 1st, and this year the focus is encouraging community and leaders to #embrace equity. Radio Cayman's Shanda Gallego has more.
The month of March will mark the 24th anniversary of Honoring Women Month in the Cayman Islands. The Family Resource Center, FRC, one of the units under the Department of Counseling Services, has been a proponent of HWM and has led on the monthly celebrations that highlight women's accomplishments while addressing gender-specific issues affecting them. Included in the various HWM events and celebrations organized by the FRC is the celebration of International Women's Day, IWD, on the 8th of March. This year's National Women's Day theme, #Embrace Equity, emphasizes the importance of each of us actively embracing equity in our own spheres of influence. The 2023 campaign theme seeks to help forge a national conversation about this important issue and its impact. HWM's schedule of events include the International Women's Day Breakfast on March 10th at the Kimpton, which will highlight the unique journeys of women of various intersecting identities within Cayman. A Setting the Stage for Equity session on March 13th, which professionals and leaders from the public and private sector will gain clarity regarding the differences between diversity, inclusion, and equity, and the ways they can unfold in our organizations and communities. On March 25th, a STEM Girls Camp, an interactive camp aimed at empowering girls ages 8 to 15 to be passionate about the STEM field. And on March 26th is the Color Me Purple 5K Walk Run, a fundraiser to support young mothers accessing clinical preventative and intervention services at the FRC. For more on the Honoring Women's Month schedule of activities, email frc@gov.ky or contact 949-0006. Shanda Gallego, Radio Cayman News.
Today is World Spay Day, and the Cayman Islands Humane Society says it is dedicated to completing as many surgeries as they can in their shelter and in Cayman Brac.
We're going to be fully focused on surgeries. We've got a variety of animals coming in, and obviously some at the shelter as well that we need to fix. So we will be, all the vets will be focused on doing surgeries and keeping everyone organized, keeping the animals comfortable.
Operations Manager at the Humane Society, Samantha Cooper, says they're working with feline friends and the Cayman Brac community.
We do this all year. Great to have World Spay Day as a big focus. People have pets that are ready. I would really encourage them to come forward. People who can afford to go to a private vet, I would encourage them to do that. Especially if you already have a vet, all the vets on the island do spay and neuter. If people are struggling financially and need support, obviously we provide community spay and neuter as well. We do charge a fee just to cover our costs. And there are other animal charities on the island as well that help with spay and neuter.
To learn more about spaying or neutering your pets at the shelter, visit caymanhumane.org or call 949-1461. That is your local news. I'm April Cummings. Now to the BBC for the latest stories making headlines around the world.
BBC News with Emily Thomas. Washington has been accused by Beijing of overstretching the concept of national security by giving US government employees 1 month to delete the Chinese app TikTok from their electronic devices. China's foreign ministry said the US was abusing state power. It said American officials were simply afraid of a popular app among young people. In Iran, public concern and anger is growing over a wave of poisoning from an unknown toxic gas that's mainly affected girls' schools in the city of Qum. The latest reports suggest that more than 600 schoolgirls may have been affected over the past 3 months. The president of Belarus, a staunch Russian ally, is beginning a state visit to China. The trip by Alexander Lukashenko comes amid Western concerns that Beijing might supply weapons to Russian forces in Ukraine. Russia has said Ukraine launched an overnight drone attack against civilian infrastructure in 2 southern regions. Officials said the drones were intercepted. They were heading for targets near Krasnodar and the Republic of Adygea. Dentsu, the biggest advertising firm in Japan, has been charged with rigging bids for Olympic test events. It's the latest corruption scandal to beset the legacy of the Tokyo Games. South Korean prosecutors have charged 4 former top officials with abusing their power over the forced repatriation of 2 North Korean fishermen in 2019. All served under the previous government of President Moon Jae-in. For the first time in almost 3 years, people in Hong Kong will no longer have to wear COVID masks in public. Hong Kong's chief executive said Wednesday's move would show the city was getting back to normal. And the embattled chief of French football, Noël Le Graët, has resigned. That's the latest world news from the BBC.
The 8 a.m. news is brought to you by ValueMed Pharmacy. Save time and order your prescription refills online at value-medpharmacy.com. VALU-medpharmacy.com. Did you know that ValueMed Pharmacy has a free online prescription service? Managing your health and medical requirements has never been easier with ValueMed. Simply visit value-medpharmacy.com. That's VALU-medpharmacy.com and click the Refill Prescriptions tab on our website. Fill in the information for new prescriptions or refills and choose your preferred pickup location. ValueMed on Walkers Road or Town. Then bring in your original prescription from your doctor when picking up. There's no need to stand in line and wait for your prescription. Save time and pick up prescriptions at your convenience by visiting value-medpharmacy.com. That's VALU-medpharmacy.com.
Stay in touch with Radio Cayman with the latest up-to-date, accurate news and information. For your convenience, the headline news will be repeated on our sister station, Breeze 105.3 FM, weekdays at 8:30 a.m. Follow Radio Cayman on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or download the Radio Cayman app in the App Store or log on to www.radiocayman.gov.ky and stay connected to what's happening in the community. Radio Cayman, your voice, your choice, your radio.
We need to talk. Okay. We've noticed you've been going to KFC a lot more than usual lately. And
that's fine. We know you love it.
We just don't understand how you can afford it.
The KFC What a Deal menu, starting at just $3.50, gives you lots of great choices and value. Available at KFC Baytown Plaza, Shudden Road, and in the Strand. The KFC What a Deal value menu, the deal everyone should know about. Come to KFC and enjoy a variety of tasty choices at surprising prices.
KFC, it's finger-licking good.
RC Fusion.
Monday to Thursday.
10 a.m. to 12 p.m.
Fridays. Radio Cayman. Biggest variety in the morning. Biggest variety.
RC Fusion.
Following the 10 a.m. news headline. Biggest variety in the morning.
The 8:12 a.m. weather report brought to you by CG Britcay, where people come first.
Hey, good morning. Let's take a look at the latest weather report. Current temperature is 73 degrees. Relative humidity is 86%. The barometric pressure, 30.00 inches and rising. The wind is out of the east-northeast at 2 knots. Overnight low temperature was 69 degrees. Synopsis indicate mainly fair skies along with moderate easterly winds and seas is expected for the Cayman Islands over the next few days as a high-pressure system continues to dominate the northwestern Caribbean. Now, the forecast for today calling for mainly fair skies with less than a 20% chance of showers. Temperatures today will be in the mid-80s. Winds will be east to southeast at 10 to 15 knots. Seas will be slight to moderate with wave heights of 2 to 4 feet. And the forecast for tonight calling for mainly fair skies with less than a 20% chance of showers and temperatures falling to the low 70s tonight. Winds will be east to southeast 5 to 10 knots and seas will be slight with wave heights of 1 to 3 feet. Low tide will be this afternoon at 1:01. High tide this evening at 6:09. The sun will set this evening at 6:29 and will rise tomorrow morning at 6:45. And the outlook is calling for moderate to fresh winds and moderate seas from Thursday morning. A further deterioration of sea conditions is expected from Thursday evening, becoming moderate to rough thereafter. That's the very latest on your weather report.
Mommy, why can't dogs talk? Why do I have to go to school and you don't? Why do you sing in the morning when you're bad at it? Why don't you brush your teeth when you take me to school? Why doesn't it ever snow here? Why does Daddy take the bus to work? Why are trees so tall? Why don't you tell me where babies come from? Mommy, Mommy, Mommy!
We're like a kid that doesn't ask a million questions before noon. CG Brit-K. Good like that.
The 8:12 a.m. weather report brought to you by CG Brit-K, where people come first.
During these unprecedented times, Radio Cayman, the voice of the Cayman Islands, is pleased to bring you the Cayman Strong Series. The Cayman Strong Series is brought to you by OnCourse Cayman. Visit oncourse.ky to view a full list of wellness services and their qualified team. OnCourse Cayman, health, wellness, and happiness.
Change your thinking, change your life. Staying focused on your long-term goals is crucial.
As motivational speaker and author Mel Robbins said in her book titled The 5-Second Rule, it's a numbers game. To play any game, you have to start. To win, you need to keep going. If you want to make your dreams come true, get ready for the long game. Life is not a one-and-done sort of deal. You've got to work for what you want. Life is gritty and hard, and then suddenly it's brilliant and amazing.
Change your thinking, change your life.
During these unprecedented times, Radio Cayman, the voice of the Cayman Islands, is pleased to bring you the Cayman Strong Series. The Cayman Strong Series is brought to you by OnCourse Cayman. Visit oncourse.ky to view a full list of wellness services and their qualified team. OnCourse Cayman, health, wellness, and happiness.
These days, feelings of loneliness, anxiety, stress, and depression can be overwhelming. Just know you are not alone. OnCourse Cayman offers private mental health services for children, teens, adults, and groups. Visit oncourse.ky to view a full list of wellness services and their qualified team. OnCourse Cayman, health, wellness, and happiness.
The traffic report is brought to you by Subway. Planning a meeting, event, or office celebration? Visit subway.ky to place your catering order today.
Top of the morning to you. Let's take a look at what's happening on the roads. Traffic is busy coming off of the Eastleigh Tibbetts Highway heading towards the Butterfield roundabout. Slight delays expected. I know you're a little frustrated in the traffic this morning, but you will get to your final destination. Looking towards the Lion Centre area on Linford Pearson Highway, traffic is busy. Busy traffic coming off of the Linford Pearson Highway on Agnes Way, as well as off of Bobby Thompson Way. As we look to the West Bay four-way stop, traffic is flowing pretty good. Back to downtown Georgetown on Edward Street, flowing nicely. And traffic is moderate in both directions on Shedden Road. North Sound Road, traffic is steady but flowing. Owen Roberts Drive, light to moderate traffic flow. Have you seen accidents or incidents on Cayman's roads? Give us a call here at Radio Cayman, 949-6990. Have a good morning and drive safe.
When you're craving something big, something tasty that gives you that lip-smacking satisfaction, something that hits the spot, there is nothing better than a footlong from Subway.
It's pretty tasty.
Filling and full of flavor. Try our new sweet onion steak teriyaki with a twist. Or the classic chicken teriyaki. Top it with green pepper, onions, cheese, and that sweet onion teriyaki sauce, all piled on your favorite artisanal bread. Satisfy that craving with a footlong from Subway.
Fresh, delicious, tasty, meaty.
Let's make it a meal with a drink, chips, and cookies. There is nothing better than a footlong from Subway.
The traffic report is brought to you by Subway. Planning a meeting, event, or office celebration? Visit subway.ky to place your catering order today.
Business Buzz. Business Buzz with your host, Anita Khan.
Good morning and welcome back to the Business Buzz. On this segment of the Buzz, we have in the studio the kind folks from L&L Landscaping and Maintenance Limited and Aaron Runner, two brand new companies to tell you about this morning. But in the meantime, Susan, do we have any calls? Oh, okay. All right. I've got instructions to give out a question again. And the question we posed earlier this morning, Barbados is thought to have been named after which Portuguese word? And we gave a hint. This type of fig tree grows all over Barbados. And I forgot the second part of it, which was this can also be found on a man's face. That would have given it right away. Woo. So we have a caller soon? No, not yet? Okay. So let me run that question again. Barbados is thought to have been named after which Portuguese word? This is so easy. This type of fig tree grows all over Barbados. This is your hint. And can also be found on a man's face. Hello? Can't be any easier than this. The number to call is 1-800-5... Oh, we have someone on the phone who will try. Good morning, caller.
Hi, morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good.
Okay, you want to give it a shot?
Okay, I'm not quite sure, but is this called the bearded man?
The bearded man. No.
Okay. No problem.
You know what? We're going to give it to you. You tried really hard, and it's not a bearded man. It's a bearded fig tree.
Okay.
It's okay. So stay on the line. We'll tell you how. I just had to Google this too. Okay. It says in 1536, en route to Brazil, Pedro A. Campos, a Portuguese sea captain, came across the island of Barbados and gave it the name Os Barbados. And this was due in part to the fascination he and his Portuguese sailors had with the long, hanging, aerial roots of the bearded fig tree.
Okay.
So this is how this all goes. Can you stay on the line? Who am I speaking with? You can just give me your first name.
Suzanne.
Suzanne, stay on the line, and our Susan will take all your details. And thank you so much for playing our trivia this morning. And congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you. And thanks to Tucker Restaurant and Bar, 2 locations, East End and Morgan's Harbor. And we want to thank Chef Ron and the crew over there for playing Taco Tuesday with us right here on the Business Buzz. Every Tuesday, you're invited to join us and listen up when we give away a gift certificate to Tucker Restaurant and Bar. And today, don't forget, it's 2-for-1 tacos and margaritas. Thank you, Susan, for playing our trivia this morning. Now, don't let's forget, we have guests in the studio. They'll be very patient. From L&L Landscaping and Maintenance Limited, and also Aaron Runner, like I mentioned just now, two brand new companies in Grand Cayman. We have in the studio Ms. Sashana Strand. She's the CFO and marketing manager. And alongside her, gentleman says he just came for moral support. He's not going to talk, but we're going to make him talk this morning. He doesn't know yet. Gerardo Connolly, he's the CEO and operations manager. Good morning to both of you.
Morning.
See, you spoke. Got you. No, we're kidding. Good to have you in the studio this morning. We want to hear all about these brand new businesses, how they started, what you're doing, what your plans are. But we're going to start with what made you want to start a landscaping business and an errand running business at the same time?
So we saw the need for, so when you look around on island, you see more flowers, things that, you can only use for your eyes. But what about plants that you can use to, ingest, like mangoes, herbs, certain teas. So we wanted to open a company that specialized in plants of such nature. For Aaron Runner, we ended up thinking about the company because we wanted something done at a certain time, and we were saying, we would pay somebody right now to stand in this line at credit union to deposit this money because the line was so long. And so we came up with the idea of running errands for people and doing such services like that.
Okay, Amber. I mean, you could have done anything else, right? You could have gone into cake baking or something else. But you want to do all the dirty work, right?
I don't.
No, I absolutely understand what you're talking about, because sometimes I want somebody to stand up in the line of credit union for me.
Yeah.
But so I know who to turn to next time.
Yeah.
Because we're all busy.
Yeah.
And time is money.
Yeah.
Time is money for me, and time is money for you as well.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what is so unique about your company? Because tell you what, the landscaping business is so saturated here, especially in Grand Cayman. And what makes your L&L stand out?
So, I'm not sure. I'm not familiar with all the landscaping companies, but I can tell you what we offer. We work with our clients. Things in Cayman are really hard. And so we always, work with our clients' budget. Sometimes some clients are fixated on a certain material or a certain brand, and sometimes that can drive up the cost. But if there's other workarounds, ordering stuff online, that can also be covered under errand runner for the landscaping company. So in that sense, that I guess we would say that that's how we help our customers best, to try to find the best prices, try to find the best workers who know what they're doing as well. Yeah.
So, okay, say for instance, you come to my yard and you give me an estimate. If it's a huge yard, I mean, you go by the let's say how big the yard is, or how small.
Yeah.
Right. Or how many? Or do you say, well, look, you have hedges all around and have to be clipping note? How do you work this out?
So it depends on what the client wants. So if it's fencing with the hedging and stuff, then obviously we have to measure that out to make sure that we've bought enough hedges to cover the grounds.
Okay.
If it's transplanting, then we don't have to, do the price by how big the yard is, in that sense. But Gerardo, he's more of the one who goes and he does the measurements of the yard and talk to the clients. I'm more of the marketing and handling the finance part to it. Yeah.
Gerardo, what are you going to say to that?
What you want to know?
Whatever you want to tell me. Whatever you got to tell me this morning, Gerardo. I know you don't want to talk this morning, but you know what? Yeah, you can do this. I mean, okay, so you go out and you measure. Now, when I look at the title, right, I mean, I say L&L Landscaping and Maintenance Limited, I think right away, you come to mow my lawn, or you come in to clip my hedge, but you're actually coming out to landscape, to put in my grass, my turf, whatever I have, what I'm getting. This is what you do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or if you need something pertaining in landscaping that needs fixing, maintenance part, we do that as well.
Okay.
Like fencing. Yeah, painting, anything like that.
Okay, so you actually do fencing?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just trying to get this right. And you do pruning as well?
Yeah.
Okay, so if I say I have some part of my yard that I need stones or fill, do you do that as well? No.
So we don't provide the fill, we source that.
We source that, okay.
Yeah, and it depends on the fill that the person wants.
Okay, and then it comes over, and would you come out and spread it, or?
Sure, we will.
Gerardo says you will. No. Let's go back to the range of services that you offer pertaining to landscaping. You give me you alluded to a little bit of it, but in more depth.
We cut your yard, we prune your plants,
remove trees,
trim your hedges. And we have the edible garden thing going on, but I guess we're gonna get to that in a minute. Okay. But yeah, basic landscaping stuff.
Okay.
Basic cleaning of the yard, stuff like that.
Then you do maintenance. Now maintenance, is it maintenance around your home, or like say if I have painting and all that good stuff to get done?
Yeah,
You do that?
We do all that.
You do anything?
We do anything that I can do. Or the workers can do.
So you do a lot of this work yourself, Gerardo?
Most of it, yeah.
Most of it. Okay. How is it going so far?
It's going good.
So when did you actually start the business?
When did we actually start it? December, yeah.
Oh, December.
Somewhere around
okay.
there. But it didn't really take off until this year.
Okay, January. Well, we smack almost into March. So how is it going so far?
It's going good.
Okay. So you need more clients? Well, you got the mic this morning, Gerardo. Okay.
Yes.
Brand new business. You need customers. You need to invite them out to call
need
you.
You guys.
You need, yes. Yeah. So do you give free estimates?
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we do, yeah.
So just call you. So most times we have listeners who are in their cars, and then they'll jump out of the car, and then, I didn't get a number. So can you give some contact details now?
So you can call 939-4219, and that one is for L&L Landscaping. You can also call 517-6351, and that one is for Aaron Runner. If you decide to call anyone, it'll be Gerardo that answers the calls, so it doesn't really matter. We also have Facebook and Instagram.
Okay.
We would like to launch the website for Aaron Runner soon, so we are working on that. And yeah.
Do you have a physical location?
No, not a physical location. It doesn't work for the landscaping and for the Aaron Runner for us right now as a small business. So, and that's how we keep our costs down as well.
So you basically work from home?
Yes.
Gerardo works from home.
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll look at Aaron Runner services. But in the meantime, I want to say thank you to our sponsor this morning, Cayman Insurance Center.
I'm Michael Webster.
And I'm Denise Brown of Cayman Insurance Center.
Family is not the most important thing, it's everything.
And for 45 years, we have worked with the community and their families on protecting themselves for the future.
Whether it's providing top-rated life insurance
or protecting your family's household investment.
From our family to yours, we understand and we care.
I'm Denise Brown. Call me at 814-7229.
And I'm Michael Webster at 925-5433.
We are Cayman Insurance Center,
specializing in property, life, and other lines of insurance products and services at an affordable rate. We are Michael and
Denise at Cayman Insurance Center.
Call today.
Tune in every Monday through Friday at 12 p.m. for Radio Cayman's Midday Newscast. Radio Cayman, the People's Station, your trusted official source for the latest news. The 12 p.m. news is proudly brought to you by Health City Cayman Islands. World-class healthcare within your reach.
Healthcare Pharmacy, caring about your health for the past 25 years. Radio Cayman's premier health show.
Alzheimer's and dementia, are they the same disorder?
Yeah, I think that's a very important question.
For the Health of It with Tara Bush.
For the Health of It with Tara Bush.
Is heard on Saturdays at 9:30 a.m. and on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Brought to you by Healthcare Pharmacy in Grand Harbor, where they care about your health. Transfer and refill your prescription online. Visit healthcarepharmacy.com. KY or call 947-8900. Healthcare Pharmacy now with a new and second location in Governor's Square. The new Healthcare Pharmacy in Governor's Square is open Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturday, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Healthcare Pharmacy, where they care about your health.
Business Buzz. Business Buzz with your host, Anita Khan.
Welcome back to the Business Buzz. This is our second and final segment of the Buzz on this beautiful Tuesday. Taco Tuesday, 2-for-1 tacos and margaritas. I'm getting hungry, man. Don't forget to check out Taco Restaurant, both locations. They have your specialty tacos today. You've got your peanut chicken, your blackened fish, pulled pork, vegetarian, and for you shrimp lovers, coconut shrimp. Oh, my goodness. Thanks to Susan for, not our Susan in the studio, but Susan, our listener, who made a pretty good try at guessing the answer this morning for the question posed. Now let's turn our attention to L&L Landscaping and Maintenance Limited and Aaron Runner, two brand new businesses on the island. We have Sashana Strand, she's a CFO and marketing manager, and Gerardo Connolly, CEO and operation manager. Now let's look at Their second business, Errand Runner Services. Now, give us some example as to what Errand Runner Services consist of. I know we can stand up in the line. You can stand up in the line for me. That's a good start.
Yeah, for banks, for supermarkets, for pharmacy runs, prescription pickups, drop-offs. Those ones we charge $10, and it's 10.
So it doesn't matter how long you stand up in the line?
No, it doesn't matter how
It's
long.
a flat fee of, I'll call you anytime.
Yeah, so
that's awesome.
Yeah, it's per drop-off location or pickup location, whichever one is more, because some people, they might want you to pick up something and then drop half of it off somewhere and then another half elsewhere. We do customs clearance, post office pickups as well for those people who don't want to have to get in their car and waste gas and time to do that. Well, I can't even talk to that because that hasn't even come through as yet. So I'll leave that for another time for if government approves that. But
okay, you're waiting for approval for that.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I heard. I was I think it was a Facebook ad I popped up, and it was for someone. The act show we just had on Wednesday, last Wednesday. Someone getting the plants, picking up the plants.
Yeah.
Was that you?
Yes, that was us. Yeah.
How do I know? So how did that work out?
So we got up early. We got there at 6:30. They didn't open until 7:30. The line was very long.
Wow.
Yeah. And what we ended up doing, we charged $15 to pick up people's plants for them. And then we also provided the service under the landscaping company to transplant the plants into the ground for them if they wanted that. Yeah, so we got up early, we waited in line, we went in, we got the best plants, we provided it to the clients, and they were happy.
So did you actually do any planting for them? Or?
Yeah.
Okay.
We did, yeah.
Oh, but that was a different fee though.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
Couldn't be for the, okay. Because I know it was advertised for 18, so you charge 10.
We charge 15.
15.
Yeah.
That's a discount. Good discount.
We got it. So a lot of people thought that to get into agriculture was 25, so that's why we had it at 18. And then we found out that it actually wasn't 25. That was for the raffle ticket.
Right.
Yeah.
Correct.
So we ended up.
Admission was 15.
Yeah.
Back in the days, I remember when you could come in and just buy your plants and leave.
Yeah.
But I guess that changed. Now, what areas in Grand Cayman does Errand Runner cover?
We cover island wide. If for delivery past Agricola Road, we charge an extra $5, which would be 15 instead of 10 to run.
So that's
the
going
errand.
towards East End, Buttontown, East End area. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But from West Bay to Agricola, it's 10.
10. Okay, very good. Now, let's talk about the edible gardens, because I know Gerardo is waiting to jump on that, right? Now, you recently launched an edible garden campaign.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit more about that.
So
I wanted Gerardo to jump in there.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Yes, jump in.
I guess the people, they're probably sick of my voice.
No, I'm just kidding. Yeah. Because he wanted to talk about it, right?
Yeah.
Because he's excited.
I just wanted to mention something. Like Shoshana said, everything is expensive. So we came up with the idea one day to just started planting vegetables and provide this edible garden services to people. Like we come to your yard for a fee and build your planters. We provide all the plants, soil, everything, and plant your garden up for you.
You do that?
Yeah, we plant cucumbers, tomatoes, broccoli, spinach.
And you already have them grown.
I already have all of them. Onions.
Wow.
Radish, peas, lettuce. We have pumpkin. Yeah. We have everything.
I have been suffering because I'm trying to plant on my own, and I'm no backyard farmer. So I do the transplants and stuff. And by the time I get them into the ground, they die. They just look at me and say goodbye. So if I can get somebody to come and just start, I've had okra. I've had like a second crop, so I was happy about the okra. But I discovered that okra, if you leave them longer than once the blossom shoots out, and okra comes out, overnight they grow.
Yeah.
And next morning they're hard. You can't eat them anymore. So I've discovered you got to keep an eye on your okra.
And you got to pick them at a certain time.
And pick them as they come out, you know. So my second crop was kind of bountiful. I was happy. But if I'm pretty sure they have a lot of, especially single women who don't know anything about gardening. So you come, tell me that again.
Yeah,
you'll come in, you'll
check out your area.
Check out the area.
The size area you have. And build your plant boxes for you.
Nice.
Fill them with soil and install all the plants and all your vegetables. Because you know people try and eat healthy nowadays.
Right.
So
and it's very expensive to eat healthy.
Especially lettuce.
Yeah.
And stuff that's not sprayed with chemicals and all that.
Yeah. So, your own organic stuff.
Organic,
yeah. Okay. I'm loving this. And the price will depends on what I want. You know, how big the area is, what I want, how much you have to build to put into this.
Yeah.
To get it going.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the campaign that we have right now, we charge $3,000 to set up the boxes. We also offer having a chicken coop, so you can have your own eggs as well. But if you don't want the chicken coop, then we'll add more planter boxes to the price.
And this would include the plants as well?
The plants, the soil, the materials to do the boxes.
Everything,
yeah.
Okay. Very nice.
And then we charge $100 to come out and to maintain it if you need that.
No, I'll water myself. No, I'm just kidding.
Some people, you know, I don't know if you know the white flies that you know. Yeah. So sometimes, and some people they have, you know, chicken issues. Some people they don't want to water the plants when needed as well. So sometimes we'll say, okay, you're watering it too much. You're watering it too little. This needs fertilizer. So we help teach them how to care for their
So what's
plant.
the cost of the maintenance, you know, if you have to do that, say on a monthly basis?
It depends, because some people, they only want you to come out twice a month.
Okay.
So it all depends.
To maintain, depends on your what you need.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that. Because I tell you what, by the time you get into traffic, if you live, you know, say Savannah area, and you have to be the 5 o'clock traffic, by the time you get home, the mosquitoes are out, they eat you alive. You can't even get to the hose.
To water.
To your plant. And you'll be like, next morning I'm going to do this. Next morning, same thing happens. You sleep, you have to fight the traffic again. You know, when do you water your plants? You know, there's no rain. So that's a very, very excellent service. I really like that. Now, so do you have a solution for the iguanas and the chickens to stop messing with the gardens?
Well,
so Gerardo got something up his sleeve.
I was going to say, don't feed them.
You're not supposed to feed them anyway, especially
too.
Chickens. Yeah. But how can you not feed the chickens? I mean, my neighbor, she has chickens, right? But they're not really hard chickens, but they're hard chickens in a kind of way. Yeah. They just, you know, so they'll come into my yard. And the rooster, he'll argue with me. He'll just sit on the fence and just crow and just put up a big fight, right? I mean, I have bread that I'm not going to eat. You know, the fish tired eating bread. They don't want bread anymore. So why can't I give them to the chickens, you know? I mean, you know. So what I've been doing is put, like when I don't want to, I love to do composting, but I don't know how you start it. I don't know how you do it. And I don't really like worms and creepy crawlies. So what I'll do is if I cut my zucchini with my zucchini skin and potato skin and banana skin and all the skin, I chop it up and I put it on my plants. And guess what? The chickens come and eat it out.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that one day I'll get pumpkins from the pumpkin seeds, but the chickens came and had a nice pumpkin breakfast.
Oh yeah, what we can do?
But but you must have something up your sleeve, Gerardo. How to
prevent them?
Yeah.
I would say get a piece of mesh, put around your plants. For the chickens.
For the chickens, okay.
Yeah, iguana problem. No, that's another story.
Yeah, we've done some experimenting as well, and the Scotch bonnet pepper, we would blend it in water and spray it on the plants. The chickens, they don't like spicy foods.
Never thought about that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the little white bugs that you see, we use like soap water, not too much, and spray that as well.
Spray that. Yeah. How about the black? There's got the black thing, it's on certain plants. I can't remember the name of the plant, but it's a black thing that
grows like allergy, like a mold.
Like cover the leaves. Can that soapy water work as well? You ever had dealings with that? No.
We never try, but we'll try and let you know.
Please do.
Yeah.
No, for the folks who are listening, right? Why should those people choose L&L Landscaping as their first choice of service?
Because we care.
There you go. That's it. Loud and clear.
Loud and clear.
Loud and clear. You care.
Yeah.
How much? Tell me how much you care, Gerardo.
Well, when you're dealing with plants and stuff, they can sense your love and your affection.
The plants.
Yes, the
Okay.
plants. Yeah.
Okay.
We deal with them like they're living people.
Your clients.
No, the plants.
No, I know they're your clients.
Oh, okay, yeah.
They become your clients, right? Become your
Yeah.
clients.
Yeah, so we touch them, we nurture them, we let them know we're here, we caring for them, we water them, we feel the soil to make sure that it has enough water, so they feel that love. We don't just go and water the plants. You can't just go and water your plants.
Right.
You have to water them with love.
With love.
Yeah.
Sometimes I need to learn that. It's like, I threaten them sometimes. I'm like, if you keep shutting, I'm going to cut your leaves off.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It's crazy. It's crazy. No, let's share some information on your staff and the importance of working together as a team. Gerardo? Oh, he points to. Okay.
Yeah. So definitely, working as a team is very important. When we first started, we had our shaky moments. Communication definitely is a must, because sometimes we'll have one client, contact through Facebook or email, and maybe Gerardo might have responded already, so communicating that. The work that needs to be done. Sometimes he'll go talk to a client and the client might need this or that, and sometimes he needs assistance, and sometimes I might have to make a call to find out certain prices from different places on island, because most of the stuff that we buy are on island. So yeah, in that sense, communication and working together is very important for the success of the business.
And this is your full-time jobs, right?
His, yeah.
His, not yours.
Not mine.
All right, on that note, we're going to take a quick break. Thanks to our sponsor this morning, Cayman Insurance Center.
At Kirk's Home Center, we can make your life much better. We got it all together. We got a great deal in store for you. From cookware to stereos, from power tools to plumbing supplies. Yeah, we got the best goods with the best price, and a service to make you smile. At Kirk's Home Center, we got a great deal in store for you.
You know what I love to do with my family? Go fishing. I can put the bait on and cast and reel the line all by myself. My mommy and daddy say when they were little, there were plenty more fish to catch, but now there are lots more people fishing, so it's harder to find them. That's why we have marine parks now. They set some areas aside so the fish there can have babies and grow bigger. Then they swim out to other areas where I can catch them. Having the marine parks means there will still be fish there when I'm grown up and fishing with a family of my own.
For more info, download the Cayman DOE app or visit doe.ky.
Radio Cayman, maintaining the innovation.
on a daily basis, making it easy to connect with you, our listeners. Add us to WhatsApp today, 925-3261. That's 925-3261.
Radio Cayman.
Send a text or voice note.
Can I send a request, please?
You don't really have to ask us. Just send a request.
This is a shout out to my ex.
Radio Cayman, the voice of the Cayman Islands.
Radio Cayman, maintaining the innovation.
Business Buzz. Business Buzz with your host, Anita Khan.
Listen up, two brand new businesses on the island, L&L Landscaping and Maintenance Limited and Aaron Runner, and two young people, young Caymanians, starting their own businesses, and this is amazing. And I love the fact that they want to promote their own business, so they came on the Business Buzz. This is what we do, right, Susan? Susan is the producer of the Business Buzz. I got thumbs up. I normally get two. I think her other hand is on the other control, so I can only get one thumb up this morning. Now, working together. We're speaking to, in case you missed the conversation earlier, Sashana Strand. She's a CFO and marketing manager, and Gerardo Connolly. He's a CEO and operations manager, jack of all trades, and he does everything for both companies. Am I right? Correct? Am I correct?
You are. I
am correct. Okay. Now, what does your company offer, especially L&L? I'm going to say L&L, you know that. What does your company offer with regards to when it comes to helping homeowners to keep their home in tip-top shape? We talk about painting. Do you do any general contracting as yet?
No, we don't do general contracting.
Okay.
We do the power washing. We do the irrigation system for people who don't want to get up every day and water their plants. You could do a timer and have those watered for you.
Okay. So you install those timers as well?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, what can we look forward to from L&L Landscaping? See, in terms of standard of service and customer satisfaction.
So we don't only deal with individuals, we also deal with businesses, and we offer packages for people who want to use our service more frequently. Yeah.
Okay. Now, what words of wisdom, because both of you are young, so pretty young.
Yeah.
What words of wisdom would you impart to the young folks out there who want to start their own business?
People in Cayman, they're afraid of doing what they want to do or what they desire to do because they're afraid that it might not succeed. So we would both say, go for it, go for your dreams. If you don't believe in yourself, then no one will. And we were there to support each other, to say, let's just do it. Because maybe if it was me alone, I probably wouldn't do it. And maybe if it was him alone, he probably wouldn't do it.
Definitely not.
But because we had each other and the will and the drive to do it, why we just went ahead and did it,
So Gerardo, what would you like to say to that young person who's out there and who don't want to take that risk? You took the risk.
Call us, we'll motivate you. You see something you want it, you go for it.
Go for it. Yeah. So far you're enjoying this.
I am.
Yeah. Where do you see yourself, say in the next year or so? You're young at this, so where do you see yourself? Gerardo, don't look at such. Where do you see yourself, not a year from now? The business.
Probably sitting back and have 5, 6, 7 workers.
I like that.
And eventually a location.
Where a storefront.
Yeah.
Okay. But that means more expenses, right?
Yeah. But we're looking to grow, so.
That's right. So far, which one of the businesses are you enjoying the most The Aaron Runner or L&L Landscaping?
We're both excited about Aaron Runner.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The landscaping we love, but Aaron Runner is sorry. Landscaping we love, but Aaron Runner is we love that more. We enjoy that more.
You have more fun.
Well, I think Shoshana enjoys that more.
You let her stand in line. I guess because she gets to meet more people, and you know she can take her business card out there and just engage with the public.
No, I'll be standing in line.
Oh, you're the one standing in line.
Oh yeah, I'll be doing all the hard work.
Okay. Well, once you have each other's back, that's what's important.
Yeah.
You know.
I'm more of the tech guru person, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
the one doing the invoices, doing the advertisements on Facebook, Instagram. Yeah, and he does everything else.
So that's how we can learn more about both companies.
Yes.
You've got IG account. How can you?
It's LNL.Kman for both Facebook and Instagram.
Is that like LAND?
Yeah,
okay.
LANDL.Kman, CAYMAN.
Okay. And do you have a website?
No, we're working on that.
You're working on that. You're working
Yeah.
on that. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. And Facebook page.
Yeah,
Okay.
same name.
Same name. Okay. And telephone number?
So for Aaron Runner, the telephone number is 517-6351. And for L&L Landscaping is 939-4219.
But I'm pretty sure if you call either one, you'll get
Yeah.
one of the companies.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, just to recap some of the key points on what we talked about this morning, Sasha, you want to do the honors?
So some of the key points that we spoke about is the promotion that we have going on now with the edible garden, where you can get your cucumbers, your tomatoes, all your natural organic plants planted and maintained by us. If you want your chicken coop to be built as well so that you can get eggs, because right now eggs are 10,
they were not 11 for double tray, and now they're back to 7.
Yeah.
Down to 7.
Yeah. So
which is good.
Yeah. So I know a lot of people, they eat quite a lot of eggs. So you have that also. Yeah.
So basically you have 3 businesses here. You realize that, right? Not just 2. You have edible garden, well, which is part of your landscaping project, but and Aaron Runner. But it's 3 businesses, and it's hard. Now, these are hard businesses to do. These are, I mean, very, very hard business. I applaud both of you for jumping and getting your hands dirty, literally, you know, and getting all of this done, taking that risk.
Yeah.
Taking the risk. Now, what would you like to leave with our listeners this morning? Dorado, let me pick on you.
Thanks for listening, and go for your dream.
And please contact us.
Most important, please contact us.
Yeah, support us. Yeah. I haven't reached 30 as yet. So
well, by the time you get to 30, right, you will have a very, very successful landscaping Aaron Runner edible garden business.
Yeah.
Now, I'm looking forward to hear especially more about edible garden campaign.
Yeah.
Because this is such an excellent idea.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think anybody else, I'm not sure if anybody else on the island is doing that. So this is a great way to, because you do have people who want to have a backyard, a backyard farm, or backyard, you know, even potted plants. They don't like me either. So do you do on a smaller scale as well?
Yeah, we work with our clients.
Okay, you did say that.
Yeah, it's
right.
whatever they want. We're here to give it to them at a reasonable price.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, and we look forward to hearing more about your businesses, and we'd like to wish you all the luck as you go out there and, you know, get new customers, new business, and stay blessed. Stay blessed. All right?
Thanks for having us, Miss Anita.
You are very welcome. Next time Gerardo come in the studio, he'll be jumping up and down. We won't be able to keep him off the mic soon.
You won't.
He'll be just grabbing that mic and just... Shoshana, we would not be able to have a word in.
I hope so.
So we look forward to hearing from you both later on in the year. Thanks to Shoshana Strange. She is the CFO and marketing manager and Gerardo Connolly, CEO and Operation Manager for both L&L Landscaping and Maintenance Limited, and Aaron Runner. Thank you both for popping by the buzz this morning. Thanks to our listeners, our YouTube viewers, of course, our three angels from First Baptist Christian Church who were in the first segment this morning. Producer Miss Susan Watson. Thank you, Susan, for putting all of this together, making my life very easy. Until Thursday, March 2nd. Today's the last day of the month. Wow. Oh, when we bring another business buzz. Thanks to our sponsor, Cayman Insurance Center. Without you, we could not do this. And of course, to Tucker Restaurant and Bar for playing Taco Tuesday, every Tuesday, where we give away a gift certificate. And don't forget, 2-for-1 tacos and margaritas at Tucker Restaurant and Bar, both locations. And Susan, our listener who won the gift certificate to Tucker, she's going to go enjoy some margaritas today, I am sure. In the meantime, this is your host, Anita Khan, saying thank you so much. And until we see you again, goodbye.
46 years.
3 beloved isles. 1 beloved station. Radio Cayman.
The voice.
The heart. The soul.